She's a Georgia Bulldog. He's a Clemson Tiger. The perfect couple?
What did you think when you saw it?
I think it was love at first sight. I really do.
I mean, from where I sit, Brian lucked out. I mean, look at the guy.
A happy home. A dog in the yard. But is there another side to this story?
When Brian ordered another drink, I thought, man, this is not gonna end well at all.
It was just something that she wanted to do, and nobody can stop Mallory when she gets like this.
So you didn't know what to think?
No. I mean, it all happened so fast. I was like, whoa.
I could tell that Mallory was taking it into overdrive. This could wind up with a toilet involved.
But you knew it was something bad.
Yeah, I looked at Mallory and I thought to myself, this isn't right.
Is the world really ready for these two?
Brian walks around with shark's teeth in his pocket. You tell me, does that sound right?
I'm Lester Holt, and this is Dateline. Here is Keith Morrison with
Lowcountry Lust. Beautiful, picturesque. Some say the prettiest place in America. Charleston, South Carolina. They call it the Holy City, a wonderful place to, well, hook up. This is a story of two lovers who met in Charleston in February 2016, but we'll get to that later. First, let's start where all love stories start, at the beginning.
Mallory was our first, so it was really exciting.
She was just really small, and I remember being really wrinkled. The delivery was really a lot easier than I was expecting. It really wasn't a big deal at all.
The doctor who delivered Mallory, he didn't want us to use his name. He has a very clear recollection of Mallory's birth. You might say that it left, well, a lasting impression.
The kid had a bizarre head of hair. I was a veterinarian for years, but I hadn't seen hair like that on a baby, certainly not on a human.
And what about Brian, you may ask?
We were so excited when Brian was born. So was Eve.
I was always scared to hold Brian because he was so squirmy. But I think I only dropped him once or twice, a lot like William. But I think he came out okay.
5-second rule.
But babies grow up. They become, well, little people.
Mallory and I played all the time. We were best friends. We played school, as long as Mallory could be the teacher. You name it, we played it.
How about Brian? What kind of little brother was he?
He was the perfect baby brother, although he had this weird obsession with large stuffed animals. I didn't think it was healthy then, and I'm a little concerned that he hasn't grown out of it, but that is something Mallory's just gonna have to deal with.
But childhood isn't always just fun and games. Oh no. Even kids can have, well, they can have a dark side. Were there times that you and Mallory didn't get along?
There were times where she would hurt me in unspeakable ways.
Can't imagine this.
There was one time she made me smile for a picture, so my parents wouldn't know I was being tortured. But overall, she was a good sister.
I've known him for a long time, since about probably the 6th grade.
What's the most unusual thing you can tell me about Brian? Something nobody else knows.
He does this thing at work. Yeah, I don't know, it's something that he's into, it's his thing,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Brian, he loves using this thing called the Nasal Ranger.
Nasal Ranger?
Yeah, it's It's pretty fucked up.
Nothing new here. People can be strange, that's for sure. But what about a dark side? Is there something in the shadows that needs to be told?
When we come back...
I said, Brian, don't taunt the kid. Then he yells, "Jump, you pussy?"
Wait, what?
That's when the hair on the back of my neck stood up.
I told him, don't be cray-cray now.
It was really crazy. I just shook my head.
I mean, it was totally uncalled for. I was really ashamed. I really, really was.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Madam Susan, you are an even truer friend of the crown. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. To the misery. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
If you think Mallory and Brian were always young and innocent, boy, you'd be wrong. Dead wrong. Tell me about the bridge.
Brian was floating down the creek when he saw these kids up on the bridge.
He was sitting in a float that was shaped like a swan.
That's when it happened.
He saw this teenager and he yelled, "Jump, you pussy." The kid was really scared. He didn't want to do it.
Wait, what? Who does that?
It was horrible. Just horrible.
We found the young man, Billy Lee Warren. How's Billy Lee doing, you might ask? See for yourself.
I was here from London visiting a friend. I shouldn't have listened to him, but he was taunting me.
What do the doctors say?
I'm told that I should be able to walk within a few months.
Whoa. But despite it all the weirdness, one thing everybody agrees with is that Mallory and Brian, those two wonderful kids, are going to be very, very happy.
That's all for this edition of Dateline.